Hello and welcome to your local weather update. It is 10 o'clock on May 17th. And we had a nice clear day until the evening when the smoke came back with a vengeance. You can see right there some really thick smoke there off to the west there. Look at that, very thick. And you can clearly see the smoke is back in the picture again. Looking at the MODIS satellite, you can track it again. This is all the fires that you have going on in Canada and all the smoke that is kind of drifting our way. And you can see some pretty thick smoke over Minnesota, Chicago, into the Great Lakes area, and that's what's moving into our area. And this is what it looked like this morning. See, most of the smoke is off to the south, pushed off to the south. But then as the day went on, we started seeing that smoke kind of move back in. You could see it a little bit over here, and it seemed like some pretty thick smoke actually came in there. Look at that. That's, like I said, that's pretty thick. So let's show you what the sky. It was a beautiful day, and I'm tired, so I did go to the Pine Barrens today. That's why it's going to be a brief video. But yes, it was a beautiful day in the Pine Barrens. We had blue skies for a change before the smoke came back in the evening. Yeah, this was at Lake Ronkonkoma. So I was in the Pine Barrens, and I went to Lake Ronkonkoma to watch the sunset, and I'll have a video of both of those things. Stay tuned later tonight for a couple of hours. Those videos should be up, hopefully. But anyway, let's go to our temperatures out there right now because it's pretty chilly out there. It's a pretty chilly day, man. I wish it was that cool in the alley. Unfortunately, it's not. It's 57 in the alley. I've seen 52, 51 being reported at Carl Place. And believe it or not, when I got back into my apartment, I had my windows wide open, and it's like 77 degrees in here. I'm like, it wasn't even that hot today. It was cool. It still heats up in here. It's like that alley. You can't get any air, you know? Got to have a bunch of fans going just to cool this place off. But anyway, you get in here, you're out in the cool air, and you come back in here, and you're gonna get hot. Like I said, it's hell. That's why we have the voice of the hour. We're not gonna play that today. But let's take a look at Islip right now. 51 degrees. You see, we had north winds. They were kind of gusty too. Throughout the day. And you can see highs were only in the 60s, only struggled to the mid 60s. That was it. And you can see those gusty winds, low dew points in the 20s. And if the winds drop off tonight, we will get to see some radiational cooling. Right now, that hasn't happened. West Hampton is still 48, but I have a feeling it could drop. Most of us are going to probably see lows in the 30s tonight, except maybe not the alley. And then the colder areas, like the Pine Barrens, are probably going to see lows in the 20s. Maybe even colder than that. You can see temperatures generally in the low 50s and upper 40s across the area, though the city is still, just like the city, 55, 56 in 55 in Central Park. So just like the city, just holds on to the heat here in this urban wasteland that I live in. 51 degrees in Toms River. So 50 degrees there, so it's cooling off. And as they hold on to the heat, I mean it's not hot, but when it's the summer, it will make a difference, and it will be hot, and then you have to use the air conditioner. But you shouldn't be warm when you have all the windows open today. But anyway, you can see temperatures generally 56. So let's go take a look at what we got on the map here, and you can see we've got freeze warnings in effect for Suffolk County, freeze warnings in effect for much of New York, upstate New York. I'm surprised they have not issued one for Jersey, because I think it will get below freezing in their Pine Barrens, at least in the Pine Barrens. But you can see all the frost and freeze warnings here and all the cold air we have. If you look upstate here, you can see it's even colder up here. Like if you go up to here, 39 degrees at Syracuse. And I don't think they made it out of the 50s today. Let's see. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they just barely made it to the low 50s. So, yeah, it's some pretty chilly air. It is coming from eastern Canada. However, in the upper flow, we're starting to see that smoke return. But at least we got a break from it today. So let's take a look at our highs for the day. And you can see highs generally are... these highs were as of last night. No way it hit that. So those are as of last night. We'll look at the lows. Lows generally, are the current temperatures. Those highs were as of last night, so that's the thing. That's why we look at all the stations here and see what we have here. Just take a look to see what it was like in Jersey, if it was any warmer there than it was here. But I have a feeling everybody was pretty cool today. Let's see. Wow. Much warmer there. Wow, 68 degrees? Wow, didn't get nearly that warm here on Long Island. So it was much warmer in Jersey, apparently, versus Long Island. Much cooler here. Much cooler here. 51 at Islip, and we can look at go look at Farmingdale as well. And like I said, I'm tired, so I'm not going to go over everything here. Yeah, only in the low. Yeah, it only made it to like maybe mid 60s. We didn't get to the upper 60s here, not at all. So yeah, much cooler here, not surprisingly. So let's go take a look at a few models here. And high pressure is going to stay into control tomorrow. We stay dry tomorrow. Friday it starts moving offshore. We get into the return flow. I'll talk about the weekend tomorrow night. I'm too tired. I'm sorry, but I'm too tired to do that. Let's go to the HRRR model. And yeah, we're also going to check out the smoke too, though. Don't let me forget about that. So HRRR, you can see we're dry. No precipitation. Dry today, dry tomorrow. I mean, dry Tuesday, Thursday, dry Friday. So you can see tomorrow we have light winds tonight, so that's why I think we'll see radiational cooling. Starting off with east winds, becoming southeasterly by the afternoon. Dew points still stay fairly low, but they start rising a little bit toward the evening as we get into more of a southerly flow. And then Friday, still for a little, not quite as dry, but still fairly dry. So the fire danger will ease, I think, a little bit by Friday. A little more moisture in the air, but tomorrow is still going to be fairly dry. So let's go to the air temperatures here. And I already went over how cold it's going to be tonight. So tomorrow it's going to be similar to today, maybe even a few degrees cooler with that east wind. We may have highs only in the low 60s, maybe not even 60 degrees perhaps. It's going to struggle to reach 60, and then 50s for the most part. But if you're inland, in Jersey, you'll have mid-60s, and further inland, who knows, maybe even 70, because it's always hot in Jersey. And then temperatures drop again overnight. Tomorrow night, probably going to be chilly again. Lows in the low 40s, low to mid-40s. A little bit milder, but I still think with radiational cooling, 30s are possible. Who knows, even colder than that in the Pine Barrens. Friday, we warm up a little more to upper 60s to around 70. So now let's go to the RGM and look at the skies. And, of course, I'll have to look at the smoke model as well, so let's do that. Let's do this first, though, right? So not going to have many clouds around tomorrow, but we may be seeing some smoke. It's Friday that we'll have some more of these wispy high clouds around from time to time, I think. So let's go to the smoke model here. And we will go to the vertically integrated smoke model here and play this loop and see what happens for tomorrow as we head into this is the wrap vertically integrated smoke as we head into tomorrow. And it is showing some smoke, but again, it's showing it kind of getting pushed aside. I don't know. I think it's really underestimating it. I think there's going to be smoke around tomorrow. Looking at that sunset we had tonight, there's a whole bunch more smoke coming. So if we don't get it tomorrow, we'll certainly get it for Friday. That's a lot of smoke right there. That's some pretty thick smoke from these fires. So with that wraps up this weather update. I got to be brief. I am tired. So have a good night.